We all know that Steph Curry is the best shooter the NBA has ever seen. He has set three-point records that sound just ridiculous, and probably no one will ever come even close to them. On his way to get there, Curry led the Golden State Warriors to 4 NBA championships, and he won 2 NBA MVP awards and 1 NBA Finals MVP trophy. These are facts that an average NBA fan is aware of. But there are many things about Steph Curry that you have probably never heard of. In this video, we will go over many details from his childhood and his personal life that will give you a deeper perspective on his personality. 1. Stephen is not even his first name. The funniest fact you probably didn't know about Steph Curry is that Steph is not his first name, nor is Stephen. Yeah, it is pretty strange to find out that most of us don't even know his real name. So the story goes like this. Curry's dad, Dell, who played for the Charlotte Hornets in the 90s, is named Wardell Stephen Curry first and was widely known as Dell. When he got his first son, he named him Wardell Stephen Curry II, and most of Curry's childhood friends still call him Wardell. However, later on, they wanted to make a difference between the two, so the son was referred to by his middle name, Stephen. Number 2. He was born in the same hospital as his biggest rival. So what are the odds for arguably 2 of the greatest basketball players of all time to be born in the same exact hospital? We all know that LeBron James, who faced Curry 4 times in the NBA Finals, is from Akron, Ohio. And it makes sense that he was born in the Akron General Medical Center. But how did Steph see the light of this world for the first time at the same place? So before joining the Hornets, Dell Curry was actually traded from the Utah Jazz, the team that drafted him, to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He played for the Cavs in the 1987-88 season, and his wife gave birth to their first son in the local hospital that ended up being the same where LeBron was born. Number 3. He starred in a commercial when he was a kid. Being an NBA superstar, Curry is now all over the place with endorsement deals from some of the world's top companies. But he showed his talent by starring in a commercial at a very young age. It is safe to say that being the son of an NBA player opened some doors for him. So Curry starred in a Burger King commercial when he was around 5 years old, and he shared the screen with his dad. Number 4. He faced obstacles in his early basketball career. Steph had a chance to learn the game of basketball from the best since his dad played in the league, but things didn't go so smoothly for him early on. One of the stories that not many of us have heard about comes from the time when Steph was only 9 years old. With the talent already there, Curry found his place on an AAU team where all the other kids were older than him, but he didn't back down and was ready to take responsibility when needed. In the championship game, young Steph was fouled with only a few seconds until the end of the game, and his team was down by a point. So we know what would happen if Curry found himself in a situation like that today. But back then, Curry missed both shots, and his team lost the championship game. Being so young and in love with the game of basketball, Curry had a tough time facing the failure. But with the support of his family, he got over it. My parents were very supportive of me during those moments. Even now, the emotions I experience when I think of that time are very tangible. And the power of that experience has helped me learn not to be afraid of failure, says Curry. 5. His father, Dell, was not his favorite NBA player. Dell Curry played most of his career in Charlotte, which Steph considers his hometown. For most of that time, Dell was teammates with Muggsy Bogues, the shortest player who ever played in the NBA. They became best friends and later played together in Toronto as well. Steph often played one-on-one against Bogues, who wasn't much higher than him at the time. Steph enjoyed Muggsy's company, and if you ask him today who was his favorite NBA player growing up, he has no second thoughts about it. It is Muggsy Bogues. 6. No big school wanted him. Curry had a decent high school career, leading Charlotte Christian School to 3 conference titles and 3 state playoff appearances, being named with all-conference and all-state honors. Because of his father's storied career at Virginia Tech, Curry wanted to play college basketball for the Hokies, but was only offered a walk-on spot, due in part to his slender 160-pound frame. The rest of the top Division I schools had the same perception of Curry, but Davidson took the chance on him. He became the best player in school history, leading the team to their first NCAA tournament win over 30 years. He set the record for the most three-pointers in a single NCAA season and became the fourth player in tournament history to score more than 30 points in his first 4 games on the big stage. Number 7. He could have been the next what-if NBA player. Going into the NBA, Curry made his dream come true and proved many doubters wrong. However, his playing career could have been over before we even heard of him. Curry had so many issues twisting his ankles early in his career that some reports say he twisted his ankles 18 times during his rookie season with the Warriors. The situation was so bad that someone didn't believe he would last long in the league. He had numerous surgeries, and the Warriors hired a trainer named Kiki Laus to help Curry fix his ankles, which he eventually ended up fixing. Number 8. The Warriors actually traded him. Curry is now the best player in Warriors history. But the team doubted he could get even close to that. When Curry joined the Warriors, they had another promising young guard in Monta Ellis. It was obvious that the Warriors would need to pick between the two. And with the injuries as mentioned earlier, Ellis was their first choice. So in 2012, the Warriors actually wanted to trade Curry to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Andrew Bogut. But the Bucks didn't trust Curry's ankles, and the trade didn't go through. Instead, the Warriors added Ellis to the package, and he, alongside Kwame Brown and Ekpe Otto, was sent to Milwaukee in return for Bogut and Steven Jackson. Number 9. Nike's biggest mistake. You probably don't remember that Curry wore Nike early in his career. In 2013, Kevin Durant was the company's first target, with Curry being lower on the list. They wanted to sign him on another deal, but with him not being their priority, the top people of Nike didn't show up at the meeting with Curry, and he decided to leave the company. He later signed with Under Armour, and he is the major reason for the expansion of this brand today. 10. A fun fact no one really paid attention to. If we go back into the intro of this video, we heard that Curry won 4 NBA titles with the Warriors, with 2 regular season MVPs and numerous NBA records. Another fun fact about his era with the Warriors is that he is actually the player with the longest tenure with the team in their history. Well, that's it for today, basketball fans. Don't forget to hit that like button and windmill on that subscribe button. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.